guys, welcome back once again. So I'm joined here by Leah. So at the moment I'm in Champagne region in France. I went to the Pommery, which is the champagne producer. Right now we are in the city center, but today's video is not about to do with city tour. It's to do about her journey, what she spent like 3-4 months in India in IIM Calcutta. Right. Why am I talking so much? Why don't you introduce yourself quickly?
My name is Leah and I come from Neoma, so a business school in France. And I did an academic exchange in IIM Calcutta.
What are you studying in Neoma?
Business studies. So
it's Masters in Management?
Yeah.
I'm really interested to know your journey in Kolkata, and I'm also going to be talking to you about if you had any issues with the food. How was Kolkata as a city? First time in India?
Yes, definitely. It was my first time in India and even in Asia. Like I never been there before. So it was really first experience there.
But you never had Indian friends here?
No, because actually like in France we don't like meet so much Indian. So no.
We are still a minority, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. She doesn't come originally from Champagne, she comes from
Metz.
Metz, which is close to German border, right? So anyway guys, so that's the video for today. Make sure that you watch this video till the end. Show some love to her by hitting that like button if you enjoyed it. And yeah, let's start. When did this whole idea of India came into existence?
So last year we had a choice to make. We had the opportunity to go abroad, and so Neoma proposed like a list of wishes. So me, my dream was to to go to South America. But I put India in that list because I wanted to go like far away and to a culture really different. I really wanted like to go out of my comfort zone. So I went to India. It was quite surprising. I didn't like expect that at all, and I was really scared about it, like really. Yeah. And I called my parents. I am lucky because my parents was like, yeah, do it, because it's like one opportunity in your life, so just do it.
They encouraged you, yeah?
Yeah, a lot. I were in September to December. I stayed there like 4 months.
Where?
In Kolkata, in IIM Calcutta.
See, there are a lot of heads are nodding there.
Yeah.
Okay. So she went to IIM Calcutta, stayed there for 3-4 months. What was your first impression as soon as you landed in Kolkata airport, or when you stepped out?
Actually, it was quite horrible because there was the weather and it was raining a lot.
Oh,
and
God.
So I've done like something like 20 hours of plane, and so I was really like tired because I also had visa issues. And then when I arrived, like all the it was warm, raining, like oh my god, what I'm doing here? I could have stayed like in France, in my bed, in my room, so why am I doing that? And I had to find my taxi, so I only had like his plate number, and there was like so many cars out of the
you
airport.
Ordered Uber?
No, because I didn't know that before.
Oh, okay.
So they called the taxi for me, the school.
Oh, the yellow one.
Yeah. And so I had to find it, and it was so hard because there was so much car, and everyone was like running after me. Yeah, you want a taxi? You want a taxi? And I was like, oh my god, no! I just have to find mine. And then I arrived to the campus, and it was like so beautiful. Like really, it was like mix of jungle, like a lot of green spaces, and after that it was more okay. But like the first like view I had from India was like so scary. I was like, oh my god, what I'm doing.
I mean, I thought only we guys have visa issues to come here. Even you guys there?
Yeah. And even I had visa issue to go to India and to stay in India.
Okay, let's talk about Kolkata. How's Kolkata for you?
First, like the campus, it was like quite first experience. I never lived in the campus before. And it's amazing because you have all the students at the same place, and we were all like living in the same hostel, so it was crazy.
Did you party a lot and all that?
Yeah, and before coming to India, like even in the flight, I read a lot of stuff about India, and there was like in India no parties, no drinking, no smoking, nothing. And so the first time I arrived there, so I was talking with my buddy, and he was asking me, yeah, do you smoke or do you drink? I was like, no, just maybe one glass or something, because I don't want to make like rude impression or something. And after I was like, and you? I was like, yeah, I was smoking 2 years, but I stopped, and I'm drinking like every teenagers. And I was like, but it's not forbidden in India, so. And it was like, no, it's forbidden, but it's like it's India, like everything is possible. And I was like,
oh my god, I mean seriously, sometimes I just think like world thinks like we are a land of elephants and snake charmers sometimes, you know, that's all we have.
That's true.
How were you coping up with your food and all that?
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
No, because actually the mess like at Kolkata is not that good because it's only rice and the same like sauce every day.
Yes.
So even lunch and for dinner. So at the end we were like all eating outside.
Yeah.
But like the Indian food is so good and I miss it now I'm here because it was quite hard like the adaptation because French food is so different than Indian. And now I'm coming back, I have to do like the other adaptation.
Like if someone who's from France, what advice do you have for them if they're planning to go and study in India?
And just to don't think too much, just to go there and to enjoy your
explore,
person. Yeah, definitely. And one thing I think it's important to say for French people especially, because I think like India has quite a negative image, like in France. And because there is a lot of media about rape, harassment, even especially for women. Because me, I was the only woman to go there from my school, and I was really scared about that. And when I went there, like I had no special issue. Like we have issue also in France, so it's not because people are wonder about safety, but actually I don't really like felt unsafe in India. Like everything can happen to you everywhere. Like
exactly, yeah.
Okay, maybe in some countries it's more dangerous than other, but like in India I didn't feel like it was more dangerous than in France, for example.
Right, I mean stupid people are everywhere, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's why like people should not be scared to go there just about things they are reading, or because media are I think are focusing on the wrong thing and showing always the same things, and so we have wrong idea about the country.
Negativity travels faster than any positive message, right? Again, that's totally a different topic though, but yeah, I mean that's your point, your individual observation, which is good. Any IIM in India, it is one of the prestigious institutions. Now you went there through NIOMA, you studied there. What kind of professional contribution you think that institute added to your current pool of knowledge?
First of all, I think that the courses we had there were really, really interesting. For example, we had like a courses of country risk analysis. So we were studying cases of countries, like point of view of companies and state, and we have also negotiation to do. And by two, like one was representing like the state and the other the company. So it was really interesting work because you understand more like how everything is like all the relationship between like companies, countries, people. So it was quite interesting. And also we do like some concrete projects because I think in NIOMA we are learning a lot of theoretical. IIM is more about practical. For example, we had also like courses in entrepreneurship in NGO. So every week like an NGO was coming and was describing what they were doing. And then for our project, for annotation, we had to help the NGO like to choose one.
Really?
Yeah, and to help them in their project. And I thought that's so amazing. Like,
wow.
Because you do something and for you like, yeah, it's like doing something and you're learning with the association what they need, why they need that, and especially for us because India has different issues than France with the population and so that. So it's also like another point of view. So it was really interesting for that.
We're not comparing it, but what kind of similarities did you find the way of teaching in IIM and in NIOMA, because they work collaboratively, right?
Yeah, I think it's quite the same way of teaching. Like you have one teacher and you have class. Sometimes in NIOMA, what is really nice is like we are small groups, like small class. So we can really like, it's better to understand. Sometimes IIM Calcutta, we were like, I don't know, maybe 100 in
the classroom?
Yeah, in the classroom. So it's more big, but for some classes we were still like in small groups. So it was really depending. And I think really like for the teaching method it was quite the same.
Okay.
Like
the quality was same.
Yeah, quality was same. Yeah.
Do you think of going back to India for work, for projects?
Yeah, because actually one of my friends, he had to choose a university to go to do an academic exchange, but he's studying engineering. So not my field at all, and I was like, yeah, go to India definitely. Like,
French guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I talked to him like a lot of India, and so he asked for going to India, and he had it. So he would go like to India in July and stay there.
You convinced him?
Yeah. And he will stay there like till December. So I was thinking about visiting like when I'm finished with my internship. I think I will go there.
Yes. Did you go into other cities in India? Which cities?
Oh, I went to a lot of cities because we had like 1 month vacation, and then I stayed like 1 month after. I've been to Mumbai, Goa.
Okay.
I've been also to all the Rajasthan, like to Jaipur, Agra, New Delhi. I've been to Alleppey, to Chennai,
Wow.
to Madurai, to Pondicherry, to Kochi, and I've also done a trek in Himalaya.
What the hell? It's like more than me, I'm sure. More than you guys. She's traveled in India.
That was like all the Indians said that, like, oh my god, you saw like more India than I saw. But I think it will be the same for you, like if
So
you're in
I've seen
France.
more France, for sure. I've seen more France than you. You
Yeah,
know, I've
I'm
traveled
sure.
so much now. That's what happens, you know. When you have something, you don't really appreciate that,
Yeah.
right? It's like that logic of my college is just 5 minutes away, so I do everything in the last moment just because it's
Yeah.
5 minutes away.
Yeah,
But the
that's
guy
true.
who is staying like 1 hour away, he prepares 2 hours before to come here. Leah, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Any last thoughts which you would like to pass it on to my audience?
I think the only advice I have is like just if you want to go, because I think we are young, so we can adapt more easily. We don't have like family yet, like children, like wage to have or something. So I think it's the time to travel and to
Right.
go abroad. If we don't do that now, like we can't wait actually. So we have.
Did you had any language barrier?
Yes, because I thought that every Indian people were speaking English,
Uh.
but actually they don't. And even like in the phone, especially for Uber or something, taxi driver, they were like talking in Hindi, and I was like, yeah, I don't speak Hindi, like, and they were like carry on, like,
Continues to
yeah,
talking, yeah.
continue in Hindi, and I was like, and even sometimes with the accent, it was quite hard. Even with the phone, it was. The most difficult part.
Right.
Sometimes I was like, yeah, we will just text each other because I'm sorry, but you can't understand my accent. I can understand yours, so we're
Right.
just right.
You guys are giving back to us now. Even in France, there's like a thick French accent. You cannot understand that sometimes. Oh my god. But I'm sure not, of course, everyone is like that.
Mm-hmm.
In your country and my country. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
You just got to adapt. At the end of the day, get your work done somehow, right?
Yeah.
If you understand people, it's good for you. Right?
Yeah, and I think like with practice and when you heard like after 1 month,
Yeah.
it's quite okay. Like you understand more.
What about the quality in IIMs? The accent
accent?
and all that?
It depends because some teachers have really strong accent, Indian accent. So we were
Mhm.
like, oh my god, we can't like be focused on like I don't know 1 hour for the courses. But some have like really American accents. So for us, it's more easier to understand and to get. And even the students, it was quite okay. So
Okay.
it was easier to understand. Like the first day it was like disaster, like for my body when he was speaking to me I was like, I'm sorry, can you repeat? I can't get the idea. But then like after 1 week like it was okay.
Do you want to share one really good moment which happened during that time?
Maybe I will say maybe to Durga Puja.
Oh, you were there in Durga
Yeah.
Puja in Kolkata?
Yeah, and it was
Okay.
like amazing, like
I'm
really.
sure.
And I wasn't expected that at all because we were outside on the streets and like all the facilities and the light, the color and
Absolutely amazing, right?
amazing.
The,
Yeah.
the positive vibe what city gives.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And it was like really, I think it's the best moment. Like, and even for Diwali also because we didn't knew about the feast.
Oh, you
like,
were there in Diwali
yeah.
also? Oh yeah, that's the time. Yeah, yeah.
Now I want to go to Holi, the next
Aha.
step.
Leah, thank you so much for joining on this channel and sharing your thoughts. I'm sure if you are from France, if you're a European person, her voice matters a lot. And it's the person who has experienced everything by herself. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.